Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am here to discuss with you practicing proper hygiene in the workplace. It is no doubt that swine flu is one of the most common illnesses in our society today. Many people, however, do not take proper hygiene precaution, especially in the workplace. The reason I am focusing on the workplace is because there were 2 suspected cases of swine flu in my office recently, in which one case was confirmed and the other person never had it. The individual who had it, however, has undergone treatment and is well now. Over the years, I have noticed that many persons use public facilities such as restrooms, especially in schools, airports, and shopping malls, and fail to wash their hands or even use hand sanitizers, and this is quite concerning as well as very frightening. Let us look at some of the major causes of swine flu and how it affects many communities, schools, and even the workplace. According to A.M. Dumar, author of the book Swine Flu: What You Need to Know, swine flu influenza is an infection by any one of several types of swine influenza viruses. The swine flu influenza virus, or SIV, is any strain of the influenza family of viruses that is epidemic in pigs. Since 2009, the known SIV strains include influenza C and the subtypes of influenza A known as H1N1, H1N2, H3N1, H3N2, and H2N3. The influenza C virus infects both humans and pigs. The influenza A, swine flu influenza, has 3 subtypes found in pigs and are the most common worldwide. Swine flu was first said to be a human influenza-related disease in the 1918 pandemic. According to Gina Colata, author of Flu, The Story of the Great Influenza Pandemic of 1918, this pandemic killed an estimated 40 million people virtually overnight. If such a plague returned, taking comparable percentage of US population with it, 1.5 million Americans would die, and we would not want that. Many persons today in the workplace do not take the proper precaution against SIV. I have seen many instances in which persons use the restrooms and not wash their hands. They then use printers and other publicly shared equipment in the office. We need to be very careful, as this can cause the virus to spread because of using unclean facilities and equipment. This has caused 2 cases in my office, and one was confirmed and the other was okay. They have been pulled from work because they had signs and symptoms of the virus. This caused our operations to close down for a week, as the rest of the office had to be quarantined and treated. This also affected our families and wider communities, as they too had to be treated and put under observation because we came in contact with them. It is quite important that we practice proper hygiene in the workplace, as we are not the only ones using the facilities. We need to consider everyone else working with us, and both our families, friends, and loved ones. Many of us have kids, and they are more likely to develop the virus as they are younger and their immune system is weaker. We also have other illnesses such as diabetes, cancer, hypertension, which also help swine flu to affect the body faster. Once you are diagnosed with any one of these illnesses and you have the swine influenza virus, it is going to affect you faster and is likely to kill you faster as well if not treated properly and quickly. Many of those who are not practicing proper hygiene may also have kids and some of those other sicknesses. Saying all of that, there are different ways in which we can try to practice proper hygiene. I think the solution to the problem is to be extra clean, and we must practice proper hygiene at all times. Just by using the restroom and not washing our hands can cause us to pick up millions of bacteria and spread it on everything we touch and everything we use. This will also cause others to contract these bacteria. We need to make sure we know the symptoms of swine flu and get proper treatment before it gets worse, as it can cause death. Always be careful when touching or eating food, especially when other people is touching or eating the same food. Make sure to wash hands and wash fruits and vegetables, and make sure food is properly cooked. Take care of children and make sure they too practice proper hygiene. They are not too young to learn. As young as they are, you can start teaching them proper hygiene from now. Try and educate persons on the dangers of not practicing proper hygiene, both in the workplace, at home, and the wider community. Practice proper hygiene at work and in the wider community. Practice proper hygiene at home. We may think we are hurting ourselves, but by not practicing proper hygiene in and around our immediate surroundings, but we are hurting we are hurting persons in our way, and we are also hurting ourselves and putting them at risk to diseases. Swine flu is one of the largest spreading viruses today, and we need to take extra special care of ourselves and our surroundings. I have just discussed with you the causes of swine flu and how we can prevent this in and around us. We specifically explored its definition, the different types of viruses that cause this, and some of the ways to prevent this. As I say again, swine flu is one of the most common illnesses today. We must be extra careful, as this may cause death to us and our family. Practicing proper hygiene is a must. We need to take care of ourselves, our friends, family, loved ones, whether they're near or far away. I thank you.